What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Dave Cave. Dave here, and today I'm having a look at the DC Multiverse Henry Cavill Superman False God Edition from Batman vs Superman by McFarlane Toys. It's a platinum edition right there, and one of the only platinum editions from this Batman vs Superman wave that I sprung for. And I mainly wanted this because it's a kind of kitschy little release. It's a very specific reference to one of the movies there. You know, that statue only features in a couple of scenes there in the Snyderverse, and I'm a sucker for stuff like that. So anything in plastic form that is a nice little nod to something that, you know, not everyone will get, I'm a big fan of, so I had to get this version. Before we crack into the figure and have a closer look at it, I want to give a shout out to Culture Shock Collectables, who are the sponsor of this video. Thank you so much to Culture Shock for sending this out, guys. Head over to cultureshockcollectables.com, no matter where you are in the world, and buy yourself something nice, guys, and you can start earning points to go towards a discount on one of your future purchases. So thanks again to Mike and the crew at Culture Shock for taking care of me over here in the Dave Cave. Next, I have to ask you to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Plenty more in the pipeline from DAVEcaveDAVE. So with all that said and done, guys, let's get into it. Let's do this. Okay, guys, so there you have it. Very clear reuse of the Henry Cavill Superman, albeit this time with a wired cape as well as a very different paint scheme. Obviously, he's painted up in silver and grey to look just like the statue from BVS there. Also, you know, with the red spray paint on his chest, showing the false god text there that old mate spray paints on him. You know, old mate Legsy McGee, who then, you know, rides the wheelchair of death into the courtroom there. Weird subplot. Yeah, the jar of piss was bizarre as well, but look, we don't need to get into that. What I do want to get into is essentially just see if this guy can pose up exactly like the statue in the movie, and I'm not hopeful that I'm going to be able to make it happen. Because of, you know, McFarlane's articulation. I am buying up these figures like they're going out of fashion, but I've never been a huge fan of the leg articulation. I mean, if we had ball joints at those hips instead of those weird hinges and some thigh cut, I reckon I'd be able to do it. But I am predicting that I won't be able to do it. And who knows, maybe that's just because I suck at posing. But let's find out, guys. Let's see if he can do the thing. Okay, so excuse the change of scenery there, but I've hit a bit of a roadblock, guys. I can pretty much get him into the pose, but it's the crotch piece that is kind of preventing me from getting as close to the pose as I am okay with. Essentially, every time I push this leg up, it tilts the crotch piece to the figure's left, and that, you know, that tilts the abs, and so he's not really doing the pose that he's supposed to be doing. He's supposed to be crouching forward with his knee right up to his chest there, and yeah, I can't achieve anywhere near that. I can with the crotch piece just taken off, but I don't really want to pose this guy with the crotch piece off. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to cut some of it away. I'm going to cut some of this crotch piece away, and I'm going to cut, it's pretty much already given me the line. I'm going to cut just inside of that line. I'm going to go along that seam, and I'm going to go around there, and then we'll see how we can pose him up after that. Because to be quite honest with you, I was getting close. It's getting close, but just not close enough. And to be quite honest, like, I'm not a custom guy, but like, the only reason I bought this figure is to put him in this pose. And if I can't put him in this pose, then what's the point? Now, am I going to notice that I've crudely sliced away some crotch piece if I have him standing on my shelf? Yeah, I probably am. Am I going to have him standing on my shelf, or am I going to have him on the shelf doing the thing? I'm going to have him on the shelf doing the thing. So I'm never going to see that I've cut a little bit of crotch piece away. So it's not really going to bother me. So, you know, screw it, man. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to take the heat gun to it, and I'm going to whack some heat there, and I'm going to, cut that offending bit away. Hopefully we'll be able to get that crunch happening a little better there, and I'll be able to achieve the pose that I want. Wish me luck. Be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. Now, I hit our figure's crotch piece up with some heat, just as I said, and I used a sharp Stanley knife to cut in up that seam. As you can see there, it is now no longer symmetrical. I cut up inside that seam and up and around, maybe about 1 millimeter down from the crotch piece. So this is essentially what I cut out. So it's not that much at all, but I think it's going to make a world of difference for this figure. I'm pretty sure this is going to work a hell of a lot better. So I might have just, with 30 seconds of customing, I might have just improved this figure tenfold. So let's see if I can actually get him into this pose. Let's see if I can get Mr. False God here to do the False God thing. Let's find out. And there we have it, guys, for this version of the Henry Cavill Superman from BVS. I gotta say, this has been a very interesting journey for me. When I sat down to do this review, I intended to do no voice, just turnarounds over some music, because there wasn't much to talk about initially. Really, I was just gonna put him in the pose, get him to do the thing, turn him around a few times and then call it done. But then kind of seeing the easy fix there, this kind of became an entirely different video there. So I think this was a very nice figure right out of the box, but him not being able to pose up like that is a shame. I probably could have got him in a pose close enough to what's on the card, without the cut in the crotch piece there. But I think right now what I'm looking at is a lot better than anything I could have gotten right out of the box. So I am glad that I cut away that measly 1 millimeter of crotch piece, because I think I've got the figure to a place where I am happy to just have this in this pose on my shelf, and that's exactly what I bought this figure to be, just pretty much a statue. The only other false god statue that I've seen is massive, it's expensive, and I think it's resin or something like that, and that's just not me. I'm an action figure guy. I'm like a 6-inch, 7-inch guy. So this is absolutely perfect for me, and I'm stoked with this. This is great. I've really fixed it up. It's my first custom. Is this the first step onto a slippery slope that will result in the channel being called Dave's Custom Cave or something like that. Who knows? Who knows, man? But I'm pretty happy with my first custom. This is cool, man. Time for me to bust out of here. Thank you so much for any love that you've given me on the channel here in the past, and any love that you might give me on this review as well. If you think that I've done a good job here with this Superman, please drop a comment down below. Even let me know if you think I've ruined the figure. Tell me why you think I've ruined it, but at least be nice about it, guys. Thanks so much to Culture Shock Collectables for sponsoring the channel here and sending this figure out to me. Really appreciate it, guys. Please remember to like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It'd be great, guys. You'd be doing me a real favor, and I would really appreciate it. That's it from me, guys. Until the next video, until the next review, live stream, Instagram, reel, and post. Make sure to take care of each other and buy more toys. Peace.